You know how you like to come up with idioms, Bill?
Idioms?
Yeah.
Your sayings.
Oh. Oh, I got pages and pages of them.
Yeah.
Isms.
Bambi or Rambi?
They don't have to, words don't have to rhyme, but
If they don't have to rhyme, then what must I do?
whatever sounds right to yourself, then you write it down.
Whatever sounds right to yourself, and then you write it down. Well, 8645 sounds right to me, but that's not random enough. Probably.
Yeah, that doesn't mean nothing to anybody else either.
It actually does have a meaning. It's just that I'm the only one here that knows it. The only one at this table that knows the meaning.
Well, I kind of do.
You do?
You had it on your hand. Or something.
Oh, wait, I told you at Alto Cinco. I forgot that. Tell him, Dad.
Well, I can't remember the exact thing.
Oh.
I just know it's about Trump, right?
Yeah, it is about Trump. Do you know what... 45 refers to Trump because he is the 45th president. And do you know what 86 refers to?
No.
It's a slang term in, I believe, factories, meaning to throw out. So
throw out the 86th president or the
45th president, yeah. Throw out Donald Trump. It's basically a more subtle way of saying impeach Trump. Or impeach 45. Huh. The dry rub Caribbean jerk was a good move. Why is it called Caribbean jerk?
Because the Caribbeans made it. It's a jerk rub. It's just their saying for rub.
Oh.
Like a mixture of different seasonings. You want another one?
Sure.
Big one. Whatever one you don't want, I'll eat. Except for that one. No, you're good.
Oh, sorry, I took the bigger one.
No, you're good. Could be more than enough blue cheese. Right, Bill?
Bigger more than not enough.
It's been a while since I had some of the poutine.
Probably cold now, Tom.
At least,
There it goes.
What's that? Does it fall?
the poutine.
Yeah, we went to Syracuse for a concert, but before the concert we went to a Mexican place. It was a really good Mexican place. Food was excellent. Right, Ty?
Yeah, the food was good.
What was the name of the place?
Alto Cinco.
That's right.
And who was being featured on the concert?
Weezer. No one you know.
No, I never heard of him.
One of their most...
Do you have seats or do you have to stand?
We had the lawn, so we sat. Well, on the grass.
With the blanket on top, right? Mm-hmm.
It's one of my daughter's favorite bands.
Where's your daughter today?
Home.
If she doesn't come with you when we go out for eat like this.
She wouldn't be able to eat anything.
Salad?
The dressing might be gluten.
Okay.
I know.
Get gluten-free. I mean, dressing-free.
Well, they have it.
What kind of dressing is gluten-free?
Vinaigrette, maybe. I don't
Okay,
even know.
all right. Nothing with a cream base or a
Not really.
mayo base?
Barbecue sauce isn't that gluten-free.
Uh-huh.
Get your stuff on there. Chicken pot. You got chicken pot up there. Get a pick.
Do you know if this place does free refills?
I don't know.
We'll find out when you get the bill.
Let's hope they're free.
You might be washing dishes to pay for it.
Let's hope not. And does that actually happen?
Yeah. Did you tell Bill what you did with your wallet, Tyler? Did I tell you about his wallet?
They told me I had to go to the police station. You're lucky that it all came out in a good way for you at the end.
Well done, Tyler.
No, not necessarily.
You're done with those, right?
There's nothing left on the bone.
There's nothing there.
There's still something there.
Just a ligament.
Well, why waste food? I mean, after all, I've eaten off the floor to avoid wasting food.
Don't say that out loud. I eaten off the floor.
in days when I was hungry.
They had $171.
And it was all still in the wallet.
The cleaning crew found it. So if a kid found it, a student, he probably would have just gotten his wallet back. But the cleaning crew, they might be thinking, someone planted it here. I'm not going to lose my job. I'm like even if I find money in a blue box, if I find a wallet in a blue box, I'm not. All I'm doing is giving it right to the supervisor. I'm not taking any of that money. But Monge found like almost $2,000 in a bag, and he put it in, and after 60 days, no one claimed it. He got the money.
And who'd he turn it into?
Postal inspectors, probably the service or supervisor, and they called the postal inspectors, and they took it. And so she's probably thinking, or whoever it was, is like $171. They're trying to see if I'm an honest person, so he probably turned it all in.
Is that because they had so much money?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you were lucky, Tom.
That's good. That's good.
All right, eat your things, Tom.
You mean the poutine?
That's just greens.
And greens are healthy. Aren't they?
Yes.
And this is where the wild game burger was.
All right.
So it came, and it wasn't just meant as a garnish. I have a question.
Yes.
Are the refills free?
Yeah. Would
Oh.
you like another Mountain Dew?
Yes, please. This poutine is pretty salty, and after having something salty,
Gotta
so
have
salty,
another drink. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Here, I'll refill this cup for you then. It's pretty good though, huh?
Yep.
Good, I'm glad
Thanks.
you like it.
It's a good thing the refills are free.
Yeah, you'd be washing dishes.
Usually soda is
Yep.
juicy, beer.
If you had a nickel for each time your drink was refilled when it wasn't all the way empty, what would you be able to buy with that money?
I don't know. It's a Hall of Fame induction today.
I guess so.
Well, Cooper's got a throughway, he's probably packed.
Here you go, love.
Thanks.
You're very welcome.
Red Sox up 2-0. It's 2-0 and 2-0. Yankees are up 2-0. Red Sox are up 2. They're up 5.5 games on you guys. You got 11 games.
Would have been worse if they hadn't won yesterday.
Yeah, and 11 games to play against each other. But the other Baltimore sucks. Toronto sucks. And who else is there?
Well, you see all the teams that are unloading
Yeah.
players.
Yeah. And then you guys lost Judge, so for 2 or 3
He's
weeks.
got a chip, a bone chip.
Yeah.
When is football season coming up?
Labor Day.
Yeah, like a couple. Well, you got preseason.
How many tweets do you think there'll be?
What?
How many tweets do you think the president will
I don't know.
put out about
Standing up and sitting down.
About kneeling?
Obama never tweeted like this.
Yeah.
But that's his thing.
And don't the football players have freedom of speech to protest during the national anthem? I mean, they're not
Yeah,
disrupting the game.
Yeah, true. But you're working for an employee. So if your employee says to do something, you pretty much have to do it. If you don't do it, the employee can say, "See you later."
And can an employee order you? Say you work at a McDonald's and there's a Burger King right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
If the employer orders you to vandalize the Burger King,
You can't do that. You can't do stupid things like that, Todd. You can't go vandalize or burn a place down. That's a criminal act.
yeah.
But if the employee says you need to wear a shirt and tie, then you got to wear a shirt and tie. If the employee says you got to stand on a line and salute the flag, you pretty much have to do it.
That's it. Or you've got to stay in the locker room so they don't
Yeah.
see you doing what you're doing.
But then again, what is going on? Is anything happening? Is there any change?
Not seeing any.
No.
What?
Just the spotlight on the players and the coaches and the NFL.
I support the players who are kneeling. I'll do it myself right now.
What if they're
You're
standing and they're
talking
doing
about
this?
Hmm?
Some of them are doing this instead of kneeling, putting their arm up.
Yeah.
In some
Now, why not do both?
in a protest.
Why not do both?
Well, why not kneel and put your hand up like that? A double protest. Why not put both your hands up and kneel on both knees? Why not do that and wear a rainbow tie-dye jersey? And-
Let's get real crazy.
And why not have a why not have a Black Lives Matter flag tied to your neck or tied to your back, something like that? It would only be for the national anthem. And you know it's freedom of speech.
Right. But there are also the employer can say, "See you later." We can make them look bad.
bad to those who think that's disrespectful to veterans, and they have a right to think that. I mean, it's not like I can say stop thinking that way, because, you know, people aren't robots. They have different, and they're not programmed. No person is programmed to think a certain way. Different people have different beliefs. The president and I have different beliefs. That's why he's not my president, because he doesn't represent me, you know? Then that's what not my president means. The president is supposed to represent the people. So if he doesn't represent the people, then is he still the president? I mean, obviously, yes, he's still the president. He's still the president. He got elected by the people, but one thing the president does, or is supposed to do, is to represent the people. That may be why there's there's just sauce for the most part. I would need a spoon.
Alright, so you're done?
Kind of in a way. That might be why he said he wants to be a president for all Americans. Why he said that? But didn't actually practice that in theory. I mean, is there...
Brian Christopher hung himself? Pro wrestler.
But his name in wrestling itself.
AKA Grandmaster, maybe?
I say, Dad, do you think there's going to be a government shutdown?
I have no idea, Tom. I don't pay attention to it.
I heard a story about it. There was a notification. There was a notification on my phone.
Hang him, after hanging himself in jail.
He's still alive, right?
Grandmaster Sexy.
Is there a picture of him?
He's okay, right?
How old was he?
It just said he was hospitalized, right?
Yeah.
He's okay.
Doesn't say. Yeah.
I heard a story about...
Shaded like a DWI.
I heard a story about a potential government shutdown on my phone. I had a notification on my phone talking about Trump threatens U.S. government shutdown. I didn't go into enough detail. I didn't click on the notification, so I don't know what the government shutdown threat is over. It could be over the wall, which would be a terrible idea. It would be expensive and would not be worth the money. It's much better to build a bridge than to build a wall, you know?
All Trump is a bully. He's been a bully his whole life. He's always gotten his own way.
Why? The money.
How can he be a good representative if he has so much money? I mean, how many people in the United States have as much money as he does? Do you think I would be a better president simply because I don't have as much money as Donald Trump?
I don't know, Tom.
Of course not. It also depends on your principles. If you don't have good principles, you won't. It'll be really hard to be a good president.
You think his wife would ever married a common everyday man? I doubt that. I'm pretty sure his money is what attracted her.
Oh, yeah.
She wouldn't be sitting at our table only because she loves me. I don't think so. What are you doing?
He's got a knife.
I mean, scraping.
See, Tony?
I'm making sure Donald Trump doesn't steal any of the sauce, like he stole our taxpayer
I don't
dollars.
think he'd be mopping the floor either, would he?
Mopping the floor?
You said the sauce, some of it went on the floor.
Oh,
Okay.
that would be quite a sight if Donald Trump.
He mopped floors when he was in college either.
It would be quite a sight if Donald Trump mopped the floor here, especially given.
That'd be a big photo op, wouldn't it?
Perhaps, but it wouldn't. It would not really. It wouldn't be a photo op, actually. I mean, how many people would want to? How many people out there would want to take a president with Donald Trump? I mean, obviously there's a lot of supporters. I mean, nobody gets elected as president of the United States without having at least some supporters, because you have to get elected, right? I don't mean to say anything bad. But, you know, I'm just going to say this. There have been cases where people were refused service for wearing a manga hat because of what that hat represents. I mean, doesn't the phrase "Make America Great Again" sound kind of... Does it sound xenophobic to you? I mean, isn't America already great?
Yep.
Yeah. And so that phrase would be implying that America was great in the past. I mean, yes, America was great in the past, but it's better now than it was in the past. Because the United States is a lot more progressive than it was in the past. Even though it's fallen behind other countries in those terms. Because of conservative Americans and their political party, the Republican Party.
Alright, no more. You said 3 of them, right?
Maybe 2.5.
What, with
Technically.
You gotta count the ice.
Oh, if you count the ice, then I've only had 1.5, maybe 2.
We're all set.
Perfect. This is the check for you then?
Yes.
I'm planning on voting in the midterm elections this year.
Very good.
Wow.
He'll be on the ballot.
Me?
By the look of
I'm
the
not old
ones-
enough to run for
Look
Congress.
at the ones you don't need education anymore.
I mean, no.
If you went to the School of Finance.
Oh.
That's it.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Perfect. I will be right back.
Yeah, give him
Thank
the
you.
You're welcome.
Of our junior president, the will.
If there's any,
He kind of looks like you for some reason.
well, I do. I mean, Canada is more progressive than the United States. Norway is definitely more progressive than the United States.
If you got any taller,
Me?
yes.
Why do you ask?
I don't know, it just came to mind, that's all. I didn't know if you're going to reach your father's height or not.
Oh, let's hope so. You want to stand up, Dad?
When we leave.
Oh, okay. You know what's kind of funny?
What's that?
Donald Trump in 2012 tweeted a tweet that basically went along the lines of no skinny person drinks Diet Coke, and then there's a picture of him with a Diet Coke.
They're called photo ops.
What?
Photo ops. Doesn't have to mean nothing, just not nothing personally, just as long as you're selling a product.
Oh. Oh, you mean selling the product Diet Coke?
Yes, you don't have to even use the product, just as long as somebody's paying you to advertise it.
Oh, was he being paid to advertise in that photo?
Well, they can Photoshop the time.
I mean, he was in a plane with, and he was eating McDonald's in that plane.
As long as that.
And there's been a lot of memorable moments with Donald Trump for all the wrong reasons. When Mexico sends its people that he said that when he announced his presidency. That
He also likes porn stars, doesn't he?
I haven't looked into that much, but that's a possibility. Oh yeah, you mean, are you referring to
Stormy
Storm?
Daniels?
Oh yeah, that Stormy Daniels.
Poor Storm, she's being taken advantage of, isn't she? The lawyer's taking that for all they can go for.
Her lawyers?
Hers, yes.
Why? What are they doing?
Well, he figures it's going to be what's the word I want to use? Catholic now.
And with all the goofy things Mr. 45 has done, would you be surprised if a news story broke out that he slipped on a McDouble while walking down the stairs of Air Force One?
Mr. 41.
No, 45.
45. Oh.
Who is Mr. 41?
I think they cook better food on a plane than you can be bagging it.
44 is Barack Obama. 43 is George W. Bush. So 41 would be George H.W. Bush.
This is Mr. Number 1.
Number 1, that's George
There
Washington.
you go. All right.
Number 2
Trying
is
to trick you, but some people know about today, but they don't know about.
What was Abraham Lincoln? 13?
number 16.
Taft?
Taft? That's a hard one. Taft is somewhere along the lines of Woodrow Wilson.
Excuse me again. We're going to put a woman on our money, but I can't remember which denomination they're going to take a man off of.
They're going to take Andrew Jackson off the
$10 bill? $20 bill?
$20 bill, I believe. I think.
They're going to put a black lady on. Is that a good thing?
Leave this here for whenever you're ready.
Is that a good choice? I can't remember who the black lady is.
Wasn't Andrew Jackson the first Democratic president?
I don't know.
You mind if I show the bill?
You're getting too deep for my education.
But Andrew Jackson, what was he, 4th?
I know Grant's on the 50. I know that.
50s,
No, Andrew Jackson was not the 4th.
What was it?
I think he was the 7th. Strangely enough, I've heard Donald Trump has a portrait of Andrew Jackson in the Oval Office.
Trump wants to be on a $1,000 bill.
Trump wants to be on the $1,000 bill.
You were like 13.
You used to be able to, go to the bank and get $1,000 bills.
They actually had $1,000 bill?
Many, many decades. My father showed me the $1,000 bill he had in his pocket,
Oh, yeah?
but they stopped having it.
Oh, why do you think that was? Oh, that was pretty good.
$13 plus tax, so I don't know, 15, 16.
15, is that the same you want from me?
Yours was 30 plus tax.
Oh.
So you got
Plus your drink. So yours was about $35 now.
Oh,
If not more.
sorry.
Well, look to see how much your bill was half the thing.
Half the thing.
Yeah. Look at you got $13 and $17, and then you got a $2.50. So that's $30. Yours was $32.
I don't have any ones.
There's a one. 15.
Oh wait, the pricing for National Wing Day the same as any ordinary Sunday?
No. They were $8 or something.
For Sunday?
80,
Gotta find it. I don't know.
2, 3, 4, 80. I don't want wet. 15,
I hope they get more business than this.
80.
Otherwise, your name will change again.
Well, it's Sunday. Where you going, Bill? Leaving or?
No, I'm gonna try to find the bathing room.
Uh,
You drink it here, you'll leave it here.